Hello, Merry Time Zone friends, it's Matt here today, bringing you another demo for the channel. Today, we are going to be playing Carry Onward. This comes part of Steam Next Fest. While the demo is available, I wanted to have a look at this. It says it's quite a short one, but it's also quite an impactful, emotional one, so we are going to be in for quite a ride today, but it's all going to be worth it for a poignant, moving story. So without further ado, grab your cuppers and settle in. Hey there, please note this is a mini demo of a tiny game. It's meant to provide a sneak peek into Thomas's story along with a taste of atmosphere and mechanics. Enjoy, Andri. Carry Onward comes from a solo developer, Andri Chudev, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. While I was looking through Twitter at Steam Next Fest games, I came across this one, which is quite different to some of the other ones I was looking at doing during this week. I am a very emotional person. I'm very in touch with my emotions. I'm not afraid to cry. I'm not afraid to be faced with difficult storylines. It does mean that I want to preface this video with a content warning. The game and the thoughts I'll talk about during will cover topics such as grief, loss, depression, and other general mental health talk. To best explain it, let's go to the Steam description and we can go over some of the topics that we might be hearing about. Carry Onward is a narrative gameplay short that follows a grieving man as he packs up his home. Immerse yourself in his thoughts and emotions by interacting with items which shape his internal state. Experience the transformative power of memories and the hope that arises from embracing change. If the music is anything to go by, I know that I'm going to get emotional during this, and that's entirely the point. I'm completely here for that type of storytelling today. If at any point while watching this you feel the need to step away, please do. There's no obligation to watch if the subjects we discuss are too heavy for you. The biggest thing I advocate for is protection of mental health, so please do whatever you need. If you're affected by the topics we talk about and you find you need help, I have included a list of mental health resources in the description below. That being said, while we will talk about many heavy topics, this is a story about hope. The overarching message of the game is that grief, while not linear, is also not the end. There is light to be found at the end of this long dark tunnel. With that, let's get into the game and hear Thomas's story. You meet her at a photography exhibition. As both of you reach for the same photo of a lighthouse, your hands touch. This moment sparks a connection, and you can't help but smile. Do you introduce yourself or comment on the photo? I feel like we would start by talking about the photo. We can introduce ourselves after let's just break the ice first. Months later, you move into a house together. Together, you paint the bedroom in a soothing blend of violet and white. She paints a picture she doesn't particularly like, but you find it charming. Hang the painting, or gift her a new set of brushes. Hang the painting. I feel like giving her new brushes is almost telling her she's not done a good enough job. I know it's not meant that way. It's to be like, if you're not happy, here's something that might make you happier with it. But I would rather just show, I love this, because you made it. So we're gonna hang the painting. On a serene beach, with waves gently lapping at the shore, you propose. As the sun sets, casting the sky in hues of pink and orange, she says yes. Do you hold her hand or look at the waves? I want to believe we're already holding hands, so let's take in the moment and we watch the waves together. During one of your regular walks in the park, you come across a dying plant. You decide to rescue it, giving it the name Oscar. Do you water him or find a spot for him? I think we'd water him straight away. We'd make sure that it was well fed, well cared for, and then we can find a nice spot for him. On your first anniversary, she surprises you with a watch. It's an elegant piece, although not your usual style. Do you wear it or put it in a box? We're gonna wear it. One evening, an abrupt phone call. A blaring horn. A crash. She's gone. Do you fall to your knees or throw the phone? The next few months blur together. You can't bear to enter the bedroom you once shared. Alcohol provides a temporary escape. Pour another glass or break the glass. We need to be strong here. It's a temporary escape, but it's not going to help you move on. We have to be in a solid, clear headspace to be able to process this. So we need to be sober. We break the glass. The world around you continues, but you're stagnant. You find solace in your work as an architect, drowning your sorrows in blueprints. Do we develop an old sketch or begin a new concept? This, for me, is a difficult decision. Developing an old sketch, it could bring back some painful memories if he discussed some of these with his wife. But it also could be really reassuring to fall back on something that you started before, that you had a passion for at one time, rather than trying to find the motivation and creativity to start something new in a place where you're having a lot of trouble. So I think, as painful as it could be, I think I would prefer to develop the old sketch. A year passes. The pain isn't as raw, but it's always there, a constant reminder. You start to feel like you're living again, not merely existing. Then a letter arrives from a friend you haven't heard from since the accident. Hey Thomas, it's Dave. It's been a while. I thought about you after, well, you know. I recently found something intriguing. A historical lighthouse that's been neglected for years. The council has set aside funds for a restoration project. I see this as a chance, Thomas. It could serve as a beacon, not just for the town, but for you too. Think about it. If you find it in your heart to take this on, I'm here to back you up every step of the way. Carry Onward. Dave. The moving truck will be here soon. You've decided to leave the house. As you walk through each room one last time, you reflect on your life, your past, and your future. Wow, for such few words. That really is so impactful. As somebody who has experienced grief within the last couple of years, I really felt that. To me, that shows that you don't need to tell a long, detailed story to be so meaningful. Okay. So let's start moving around the house. Harmony, echoes, or silence? Let's see what echoes does.
I never mastered the piano, but the sound of her playing fills my heart. Keeping it here helps me feel connected to those cherished memories.
Let's look at this plant. Sanctuary, flourish, or nurturing? I think we could all do with a bit of sanctuary right about now. Let's go for a safe space.
Oscar, the plant we saved from an abandoned lot, found a new life with us. Maybe I can find solace by creating my own sanctuary, just like we did for Oscar.
I think a sanctuary sounds pretty good right about now. And sometimes the sanctuary can be the space that you already have. Perhaps it just needs a little bit of tidying, a little bit of TLC, and a little bit of self-care for yourself as well. Sanctuary can't always be a sanctuary unless you know what you're after, you know what will help you. Commitment nourishment, connection. I think connection.
The warmth and care in these recipes remind me of the power of connection. Could I create a space where people can come together, share their stories, and find solace in each other's company?
I think that would be pretty dang wonderful. Discovery, alone, or presence? I think we'll go with presence.
I've connected with so many people online, but there's something special about being there for someone face to face.
That is true, but it's also possible to find some of the dearest connections with people online. We need all sorts of supporting connections in our life. Sharing, exploration, priorities. While we're talking about people and friends, I think sharing is appropriate here.
These awards remind me that I've accomplished a lot, but maybe it's time to share my strength with others who need it.
Looks like it's full of... There's trophies, there's his trophies, there's what looks to be some uncleared up alcohol bottles, but you know, we're working on it. And then down here there looks to be some paints or something, so maybe he's still got some of her stuff. Solidarity, memories, or stay? I'm gonna go with memories.
Our life together, framed in these photos, is a testament to her passion. I can honor her by nurturing others' creative dreams.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything I've missed throughout this house. There we are. I found the light switch. Silhouette, adventure, aspirations. I'm very curious by silhouette.
Every time I see the TV, I remember her smile while watching her favorite shows. How do I find the strength to turn it on without her?
From experience, time. You find the strength in time. Sometimes it comes when you're not expecting it, but eventually you'll get there. And it's important to remember that it's not linear. There are going to be times where you'll turn that TV on and you just have to turn it off. But that's fine. Thanks for joining this tiny demo. The full game has more to explore, a final room long untouched, and 5 potential endings of Thomas's story. See you in Carry Onward. Wow. Andre, you have created a beautiful, emotional, touching, very real story, and I think it really does capture those feelings of grief and loss in such a simple and approachable way. It really does touch on very real elements of grief and the process of being back in this space without that person and figuring out how you move forwards. The answer is never one single answer, and in this case for Thomas, I'm glad that he has the opportunity for this lighthouse project, and I would love to see the full game here to really see the potential of where Thomas could go and see if we can get him the best possible ending. For this demo, as it is, I think this has done a wonderful job of opening a conversation and really pulling forward some topics that could really be helpful for a lot of people to see and experience through somebody else's eyes, somebody else's stories. And I appreciate the delicate way that you've gone around this story. It's just very real. And I applaud that. Partway through that story, it just hit me. And I felt it. And that's a massive compliment. Hey guys, editing Maddie here, taking over for recording Maddie, who at this point in the video was having difficulty getting words out in between the emotional sighs. If you would like to see this game in full, Carry Onward has been released in full as of posting this video. Since recording, Andrew has been wonderful enough to give me a key to the full game. If you would like to see me play this, I absolutely will do so. We could do it as a full video on the channel, or if you would like some company while we go through the story, we can do it together live on stream one day. If that's something that you think that you would be interested in, so you can see the story without being alone at the time, leave a comment down below to let me know. Please also see the description under the video where you can find a link to the Steam page where you can wishlist the game. There's also a link to the solo developers page on Twitter. Go and give them some love and some praise for this wonderful story that they've created. Take some time for yourself. If you've watched this video and it's hit home a little bit, please just go and take a moment for yourself. Go and do something that brings you joy, brings you comfort. I personally am going to go and make a nice hot sweet cup of tea, and I'm going to sit and look outside the window for a little bit because I've been recording at my computer all day and this story has just reminded me to stop and slow down. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and remember, it's always tea time somewhere in the world. Bye bye.